Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back as well to RSPB Nene Washes. So after my successful trip down here last time, I thought I would make a shimmy down today in the evening. Now you got to remember, last time I had a extraordinarily fantastic visit with some great photos of the kestrel, and obviously managing to see the kingfisher, the tawny owl, the fieldfare, the widgeons. Oh, the stonechat. The stonechat was fantastic. But today, I've come down on an evening to see what it's actually going to be like. Well, it's afternoon now. It's only 20 past 3, but sunsets at like 10 to 6 tonight, so it's not going to be a long visit. But I just thought, you know what, let's see what it looks like at a different time of day. When I came down last time, it was January and in the middle of the day, and it was very busy. It's not very quiet down here, and the car park's a lot quieter though. So fingers crossed we'll actually find something of interest. Currently just having a slow walk along the riverbank, heading towards the trees where the tawny owl resides. So it'd be nice if we could get a better shot of him, but we shall see. So I'll stop gabbering on now. Let's crack on. Okay, so as predicted, it's quite quiet down here. No signs of the kestrel, no signs of the kingfisher, no signs of the stonechats either. Now what I will say is, if I swing you around, you can see these fields behind me. Yeah, they were all flooded when I came down in January. Not so much now. There is still some damp patches on there. And I think that's part of the, I want to say, problem, why there's a lack of birds. The water levels are really low as well. The river's actually quite shallow, which is probably why the kingfisher's not around either. We will see. You never know, I might catch sight of it. However, sorry, I'm just watching a large bird just fly off there. Gone into the tree, behind the trees. I am almost at the trees now where the tawny owl resides. So I'm going to go see if it's about. Now, what I have seen is quite a lot of little egrets, and they're just dabbing around in the shallow water that's left on the fields and stuff. There was a grey heron there as well. Now, I do love little egrets. They are beautiful white, fluffy herons. They're just so cute. Yeah, I love both little egrets and great egrets, and they're just adorable. But I was busy looking across the fields at one, and I saw one flying across out the corner of my eye. Sorry, there's something else flying around over there that I'm going to have to go check out. But yeah, and I went to whip my camera across to get some pictures of this little egret in flight, and went to flick the switch on the optical stabilisation in my lens so that it was on tracking stabilisation as opposed to standard 4-axis, and missed it. So if any of those pictures came out all right, it will probably be luck rather than judgment. But yeah, we'll keep bimbling along anyway, see if we can find anything else. Okay, so I've actually just come out. There's an area of reed bed. You can probably just see it all along this field here. Next to it, there is actually an area that's still quite flooded. So I've just crouched here for the minute to see if anything turns up. At the moment, we've just got coots and not mandarins, sorry. I'll come back to that in a second. Coots and mallards. And geese, as you can hear. Anyway, apparently this is where cranes have sort of been spotted. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to come and plonk myself here for a little bit and just sit and wait. Now, coming back to the mandarins, there are no mandarin ducks down here. I was quite literally just chatting to a lady. So, been over at the Tawny Owl. He's actually showing quite well. I say it is showing quite well. He's actually out of the hole a lot more, and because the river has receded a lot since I was last here, I was able to get that little bit closer. I've managed to crouch down on the bank, support the camera. Now, because it's supposed to be sunny intervals at the moment, and as you can see from behind me, and probably from how badly this is lit up, there's not much light. And so it does mean that at one point I was shooting at 1/100th of a second, f6.3, just to try and get the auto ISO down. Now, sorry, what's that just flying in at the moment? I think it might just be a cormorant, but it just... Yeah, cormorant. Okay, yeah, so was over there showing really well. As I say, I got the shutter speed right down, but I took pictures in a variety of settings just to try and get the best. So I took some at 1/100th with an aperture of f9, which meant the ISO was up a little bit. Then I took it at 6.3, which meant it was down a little bit. Then I increased the shutter speed, but kept it at 6.3, because I just wanted to try and crack a decent shot. The fact that he was pretty much not hanging out of the hole, but he was very visible, especially in comparison to when I was down here last. Bear with us 1 second. Still got this cold. Anyway, while I was down there taking a picture, lovely lady I was just chatting to come up from Bedford for the day because she wanted to photograph mandarin ducks. She went to Barnwell and then checked out what else was in the local area, ended up here. So I was just chatting to her, hence why mandarin ducks came up when I meant to say mallards. Yeah, and it was lovely chatting to her and stuff. We were just discussing about the tawny. She'd been down here 45 minutes prior and he was right back in his den. Whereas now, obviously, he's showing very well. And I'm hoping the closer it gets to sunset, not that we're probably going to see sunset because of the clouds. I mean, it's beautiful colour over in the back. But yeah, the closer it gets, the more prominent he'll become. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we're able to get some really nice shots of the tawny. But we will see. Apparently, there may also be a long-eared owl down here. She was saying it's in the trees over the other side of the high bank. Not sure, but I'm hoping to see a lot more of the tawny. Really pleased I know where he is now. As I say, Nene Washes is only about 25-minute drive from me on a clearish run. So I can see me spending quite a few evenings down here as the weather picks up once the clocks change. So yeah, so far so good. It's been a good day with the little egrets, although they are a little bit far away. And now a really good showing from the tawny so far. So fingers crossed, we'll actually get some more decent shots. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit quiet here. We're back at the Tawny Owl. So I didn't have much luck in those flooded fields. Didn't see much other than widgeons and things like that. So I've come back to the Tawny Owl, and he was showing really well when I first got here. And there were some fellow birders about, but they brought their dog with them. And as soon as it caught wind of the dog, it rescinded back into the hole. Now they've gone off. No drama there. And I've just decided to park up again. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to see if he actually does anything. See if he sort of pops out a little bit more. I'm hoping so. Although I'm really pleased with the pictures I've got of him so far today. It's just whether he becomes more active as the sun goes down and it gets a bit darker, or whether that's him done for the night and he's bedded in. We shall wait and see. Oh, walking along the high bank, it's got a bit windy. Yeah, gorgeous sunset behind me. But unfortunately, no further action from the Tawny Owl. However, I am overjoyed with the shots that I got when he was a lot more prominent within the hole. So I'm actually just having a slow bimble back to the car. We're losing the light, unfortunately. So while sunset looks amazing, the light is just gone. Annoyingly, I'm looking ahead of me and there's barely a cloud in the sky behind me. It's very hazy cloud, so yeah, bit of a shame. But I'll say, the place is only 25 minutes away from me, so easy return, easy return. So yeah, it's probably quite a short video really, and not a massive amount of images from today. Some, but not a massive amount. Not like my one from down at Rutland Water, the Anglian Water Reserve. So many pictures. So many pictures. So this is the actual afternoon of that same day. I went out this morning there. So I've not even looked at the shots yet. But I already know there's a lot. So that could be fun editing, that one. Anyway, I'm going to sign out now because I'm almost back at the car. Okay, sorry to interrupt the sign out, but I don't actually know what to say. Just bumped into a lady and she was like, "Oh, you looking for the Leo?" I was like, "Leo?" She said, "Oh, the long-eared owl." I wasn't, but... And she was like, "Oh, come here." Tottered over, pointed out a long-eared owl to me. Just sat there on show, beautifully. So I reeled off a ton of shots of that to make sure I got it, because it was within all the trees and it was very dark. So I'm leaning against a fence, got the shutter down at 1/100th at some points, taking it on a variety of settings again, just to try and make the most of it. Not only that, I finished taking pictures of the Leo. He's just sat there chilling, so I'm pleased with the shots that I've got. They look nice and sharp on the back of the camera. Walk up the bank as there's a flipping hare running across, and I see this lady, she's got a camera out, and I see her, she's obviously taking pictures of it. Unfortunately, I whip my camera up, still on 1/100th of a second. So I'm hoping those shots have come out all right. And now there's more little egrets in flight in this gorgeous weather. That's geese you can hear. The light has gone lovely, but it's very dark. It's a beautiful side light. So yeah, I'm going to pop those pictures up now, and yeah, after that we'll head back to the sign out. So I'm going to sign out, as I say. I doubt there'll be any more shots, but if there is, I'll stick them up at the end of the video. So obviously, if you like the video, give us the old thumbs up, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, hit that notification bell, and why not check out one of our other videos. And all that's left for me to say then is this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.